my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and we're getting real specific today. It's hard to release a sequel that outshines a fantastic first entry, and we've already looked at a lot of them. But let's see how Sony goes on its own. These are 10 PlayStation sequels better than the original. Some of these entries were technically ported to other platforms, but as long as they spent some time as PlayStation exclusives, they count, damn it. Let's go. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Resident Evil 2. For all the credit the original Resident Evil deserves for inventing survival horror and the actual name, it's Resident Evil 2 that really locks in the series' legendary status. Instead of following series vets Chris and Jill, RE2 introduces a fresh duo. Claire Redfield, Chris's determined sister, and rookie Raccoon City cop Leon Kennedy. That's right, the beloved Leo DiCaprio-looking legend from the infamous fourth entry. These two quickly became franchise icons, appearing in multiple stellar entries. Their first harrowing escape from zombie-infested Raccoon City remains one of the series' best narratives. RE2 cranks everything up a notch, more enemies, deadlier scares, and a surprisingly deep story, proving that sequels can absolutely school the originals. And yes, it was released on more systems, but it was a PS1 exclusive for a year, and defined that console. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly.
I wonder if anyone's here.
Another entry that spent only a year as an exclusive, Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly, spent that year on PS2 before making its way to Xbox, and this year was the perfect amount of time for it to dominate the beloved first game, plunging players into 1980s Japan to investigate spooky supernatural events. Armed with the camera obscura, which captures and pacifies angry spirits, players get an instant crash course in classic Japanese horror. The first game was a hit, but Fatal Frame 2 kicked things up a notch, earning praise as possibly the scariest video game ever. The original had a shockingly low completion rate because, well, players were too terrified to finish. The sequel tried to lure gamers with a stronger story, and it worked. Well done, Fatal Frame, you've made it comfortably on this list. Helldivers 2.
Let them come. Let them brawl.
Arrowhead took the original Helldivers, a gloriously chaotic isometric co-op shooter, and turned it up to 11 with the sequel. Released in 2024 and ported to Xbox a year and a half later, Helldivers 2 keeps the soul of the first game but mixes things up. Now you're in a third-person perspective, and instead of a fixed campaign, you get an ever-evolving world. Explosions everywhere, friendly fire disasters, and those "oops, I just blew up my teammate again" moments that somehow make you laugh instead of cry. There hasn't been a release as exciting as this for co-op gamers since, and it dominated the first entry.
Calling down a support weapon.
Killzone 2. Fans had to wait 5 long years for Killzone 2, which finally showed what the series was truly capable of. This dark, stylish sci-fi first-person shooter dropped players into the brutal conflict between the Vectans and the fascist Helghast. Killzone 2 surpasses the first game by delivering sharper graphics, a cinematic dark sci-fi atmosphere, and refined gameplay mechanics. Its story is more engaging, the brutal combat challenging, and the level design far more dynamic. The legendary final boss fight is so good. It cemented the series and actually sent players back to the first entry just to get more Killzone in their bodies. Ratchet and Clank up your arsenal.
Blargian Snagglebeast devours your mutant swamp fly. Oh yeah, I bet you didn't see that one coming. Hey, what are you doing?
Check and mate.
What? That's cheating!
On the contrary, the rules clearly state that the Blargian Snagglebeast has an allergic reaction to swamp flies that last 2 turns. Ooh, it is on again.
This was the game that brought me to the series, and when I went back to play the first and the second to catch up on the lore, I lasted an hour before I said, I'll just replay the third. Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal outshines the originals by cranking everything up to 11. The weapons are crazier, the gadgets zanier, and the enemies even more something that rhymes with crazier and zanier. Toasters that shoot grenades. Yes, please. Multiplayer was introduced, letting you blow up your friends while keeping your sense of humor intact, and this redefined the game in the home of siblings. The story is tighter, the humor is sharper, and Ratchet and Clank's chemistry hits peak comedy gold. Levels are bigger, more inventive, and full of secrets that actually reward exploration. Compared to the first 2 games, it's like upgrading from a rusty wrench to a Swiss Army laser gun. Infamous 2.
Cole? Get up, man!
Who would have thought the second entry in this series would become so infamous? Screw you guys. Infamous 2 takes everything great about the original and cranks it up. God, I've got to stop saying cranks it up. Mostly with lightning, but also with electricity, and sometimes also shocks. Cole McGrath returns, now more confident with a bigger arsenal of powers that makes citywide chaos feel like a supercharged playground. The story is deeper, morally messier, and emotionally engaging. It's choose-your-own electro-tingling adventure. Sure, some fans missed the first game's map or aesthetics, but Infamous 2 proves Sucker Punch knew how to go big or go home. And go big they did. And then I went home from school to play this all night. God of War.
What happened here? There it is!
Hold! What are you doing? Now its guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
Alright, while technically a sequel from the original trilogy, I understand I might be pushing the definition a little bit for some viewers, and unfortunately, I've got no good excuse. My bad. The original God of War trilogy was a wild ride of hack and slash carnage and epic boss battles. But let's be honest, Kratos wasn't exactly nuanced. His character was mainly about gameplay. The 2018 sequel turned that one-note fury into a fully fleshed out dad juggling grief, parenting, and world-ending monsters. The combat is more deliberate, with some of the most amazing combat gameplay the gaming world has ever seen, while the one-take cinematic camera glides through a story richer than ambrosia at a Greek banquet. It's proof that both characters and franchises can grow up. Kratos even learned that yelling isn't always the answer, though it still works sometimes. Silent Hill 2. This is easily my number 1, but I'm being objective, so it's sitting at number 3. That being said, I'm about to praise this game so much it's going to seem borderline delusional. Sorry. The horror genre actually has a knack for sequels. I mean, we've already seen that with a good chunk of this list, but Silent Hill 2, that's a masterclass. Released in 2001 for a PS2 and, yes, technically Xbox later on, it improved controls and camera while cranking the creep factor up to, God, don't say 11, 12? The gameplay and visuals improved to efficiently move it across generations, but it's the story that will haunt you long after the credits. It's still considered one of the best and scariest games ever made, and has a remake that is also really fantastic. It's proof that sequels can be scarier, smarter, and more disturbing than the originals, and make you check under your bed for a pyramid head.
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie,
You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not?
Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. The Crash Bandicoot trilogy is a masterclass in improving on what came before. The original Crash Bandicoot put Sony's unofficial mascot on the gaming map with crazy villains and fun levels. Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back gave us more of the same, but now Crash could double jump, skid, and body slam like a pro. But Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped? This entry introduced time travel, vehicles, and way more interactive levels. It was pure platforming brilliance. It introduced time trials so you could stress yourself out and compete against your family members till someone cracked the shits and stormed off crying, and introduced most players to their first experience with rage quitting or biting the controller. Not that I did that. I totally did that. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
I knew from the opening mission of the second Uncharted game that this game was going to outplay the first entry, and I wasn't wrong. Obviously, the first entry deserves its praise. Uncharted Drake's Fortune was one of the PlayStation 3's first actually worth owning exclusives. From Nathan Drake's pants getting soaked to cutscene motion captured by the voice actors themselves, it showed off what the PS3 could do and what gaming in general could accomplish. But just 2 years later, Naughty Dog, cranked it up to 11 with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Everything was bigger, flashier, and more epic, from jaw-dropping visuals to a story that made summer blockbusters look like indie shorts. It scored a whopping 96 on Metacritic, collected a bunch of Game of the Year awards, and basically told the world, sorry first game, you're cute, but I'm the main event now.
Ooh. Wait a minute. This is blood.
It's everywhere.
It's like a real massacre.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.